What is up, everyone? How's everyone doing? What is going on? Let's give it 2 minutes for everyone to get in here. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Today is going to be very volatile. Elections are later today. I think 7 p.m. or sometime around then. Let's see. So, yep, later today. One chick's playing games. Oh boy. Thumbs up, baby. All right, so oh, I was in Kansas City for the Chiefs game. It was very cool, very cool place. Great game. So here in pre-market, right? Actually, we're pushing through the pre-market high currently. SPY's up 0.4%. Right, this level that I have noted here, 381.39, is just this previous support that we had on November 2nd, right? And we acted as a support multiple times here between October 25th to the 27th. And I'm sure if we go back, right, again, we bounced right off this level, which is why I have this level mentioned here. That's why I have it noted, right? So now let's go back to regular. So this was the setup I had planned, right? We had multiple bounces off this trend line. We had a nice little flag here, little fake out to the downside before rip back up. And now we're opening up here in pre-market, right? So if this can hold, I think we continue to see upside today and we push up to the next level, which, this level right here, right? Previous support acted as a resistance. And I'm sure if we scroll back, right, multiple times, it acted as a resistance again. Let's take a look at VIX. So I wonder if this lines up. All right, so we have that trend line. And, no really good setup here on VIX. All right, nothing really too special. Just trying to force something. Take a look at ES. So first thing I notice here in ES actually is this, right? With this. All right, so definitely something to consider. Sitting right below, this previous support. Which we're potentially creating a double top here. What's up, D-Cruz? Appreciate it, brother. So if we look at ES though, right? Rising wedge, breakdown, retests, and then might see some downside. It kind of looks pretty bearish. If we take a look at the overall chart here. If this can push up, we should see 38.52. QQQ strongest today, up 0.7%. What questions does everyone have regarding trading in general? See what we got. See what we got. Setups are decent. Decrease, what are you watching today? Let's go into some individual tickers. So last night was looking at this. Amazon, perfect setup. This was my favorite last night, but we are opening up over the wedge. This wedge is absolutely perfect. Right, this is what you want to see every time. Huge period of consolidation. Apple finally showing strength today. This would be good for SPY. Absolutely. Apple and Meta. Awesome. This is what I want to see every single time, right? Multiple bounces off the bottom here, lower and lower highs. Price action's getting tighter and tighter, right? Especially after I move up, right? It's a perfect bull flag. Right, we have this, and then right, that breakout. That's what we want to see every single time. Right, so ideally the entry point on this would have been right in this region. Right, we enter here, we get a breakout here, and it continues to the upside. Right, so now pre-market is jumping up. We have this high here. We can break this high at open. I'm gonna look to take calls. All right, so I want to see a push up to 92 today on Amazon. That's my target. Rivian, kind of like Rivian as well. Right, definitely keep an eye on this today. Triple bottom, right? One bounce, two bounce, three. Had a little bounce up, a little consolidation phase, and we're testing this resistance here, right? We're opening up right above as of now. And this might change, so we'll check again when the market opens. This can continue up all the way up to the upside. No C Bliss loves to play this name. He's watching the same thing today. All right, we might test this level right here on 32, right, which is this previous resistance here. Keep an eye on that. Oh, and then obviously if this breaks down, right, puts can totally pay big time here. Microsoft, right? 3 rejections, or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Broke out, created a little flag here on the smaller time frames. And now we're opening up in the middle of this range here, right? So if this can push up, right, we should test 231.21 today on this. Keep an eye on that level. Meta, really like Meta as well, right? D Cruz is looking at Meta and Apple. Like the setup a lot, right? We broke this downtrend, right? We had multiple rejections across the board on this white trend line here. Broke out, came back, did a little retest, right, to this previous support. Oops. Right, previous resistance acted as a resistance again, right, acted as a support. Right now it's sitting right below this previous resistance from the 7th, which is yesterday. Right, if this can break, we should see a push up to 97.55. If this can break, that's when the party starts. Right, we'll go to 99 to 100. Definitely keep an eye on this. Yep, just need to break the potential double top. Definitely keep an eye on this. Gonna move this up on my watch list. I'm gonna watch this with D Cruz. All right, so we got that. We got Rivian, and we got Amazon on high watch today. All right, I'll make it red. Microsoft, it's already opening up a little bit too high for me. Setup's still good though. Apple, very strong here in pre-market, right, up 1%. That's obviously great for SPY, so I need to keep an eye on Apple. Regarding the setup though, it's up 1% here in pre-market. I don't really like to play things when they gap up like this. We need to wait for, you know, either a new intraday setup to come up or let's see. Decrease, what's your entry point here on Apple? What's your setup? Let me open the Discord. Let me see if you posted your chart. Let's see. So here is okay, got it. Yeah, a pullback first I think would be most ideal. It's kind of a choppy chart, right? So I don't really want to force anything here. We also have a double bottom at this level, 134.38. Right, if I flip this upside down, Alt I, a cup and handle is forming. Right, so this is on the reverse time frame. Right, so that's obviously a bearish indication on the regular chart. Right, it's a little skewed. Right, but it's still a cup and handle. Right, and now this is the handle that's forming. Right, ideally, if this can hold here and come back down. Typically, they need to hold over the 0.5. That's the lowest it can go. But off the 382 would be the best. So I'd like to see, you know, this could totally come back to, let's see what we got here. Elections are today as well, so definitely, you know, if there's one day to sit out, it's today. I like this level, right? Previous support, previous resistance, right? So definitely can come to this level. If we do test this level on Apple, though, we have a gap to fill. Right, so this is going to act as a resistance. And then this level right here. Alt I. All right, so now take a look at this chart. You need to keep an eye on. Ideally, I'd like to see a pullback to, you know, the action that we had yesterday. But if we can push up to 142.8, that would be ideal. Four hours setting at 14 EMA, 40 hour set. Okay. Google, you're looking at Google too. Let's take a look at Google. I keep forgetting they split. $91.76. So I'm assuming you're targeting this region right here. Not too shabby. Right, previous support acting as a resistance here. If it can break over, it should push up to decreases level. Yeah, it's never a bad idea to observe and learn, right? That's like what will make you a good trader, right? If you could sit back and watch setups play out and not trade, right, it's going to make you more patient, and it's going to, you know, you're going to see things in a different perspective because you're not emotionally involved and you don't have money on the setup, right? If you can just watch from the sidelines, definitely a good idea. I suggest anyone doing that when they're trying to learn, right? Because you don't want to be emotionally involved. Nvidia up 3.5%, I think, on new chip on China. New chip for China. That, yep. So That's up along with AMD. It's currently sitting in this gap here. All right, previous support or previous resistance should act as a support if we do see a pullback. 145.42, and then the level above is 149.61. Very choppy charts here on semis. Not my favorite setups though. I don't really like trading those. Tesla, very weak again. Recall of 40,000 Model 3s. Wow. Right, so we had this low. We broke that, consolidated, and now we're breaking the low again. Right, so the next low below, if we go into a higher time frame, is pretty much this level right here. Right, this previous support. 190. That's crazy. Tesla's getting murdered. BABA and PDD. Right, still in the overall uptrend or the breakout here. Yeah, Tesla is gonna, keep an eye of, just set the alerts at the major level, and that's it. I'll set an alert there, and I'll set an alert here, just in case. Not gonna really keep a strong eye on it. PDD kind of about even here. Square. I kind of like this today, actually. So, right, previous support on September 6th acted as resistance, little double top right below, and now we rejected a few times right at or above this level. Right, so appreciate it, D-Crews. Enjoy the stream. Yeah, we definitely need to do a double stream, absolutely. So here's the square, right? Perfect rising wedge. So if this level can reject, all right, if we could see a lower high, I'm going to look for downside, and I'm going to look for a target of this level here. All right, so I'm definitely moving this up with the high here. Square is definitely on watch for puts if this rejects, right? If not, we're obviously going to see a nice move to the upside. But the risk to reward to the downside, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. SPY, let's see, rising wedge. No, so no, it's more of a flag, right? This is more of a bull flag. All right, we have the move up, and then it started to flag, but it broke out way too soon. So just need to see if it can break this 381.39 level. Keep an eye on VIX. We have about a month and a half left until the new year, everyone. So, take that into account when you're taking trades, right? You don't want to mess up the end of the year. Be a little bit more conservative. Holidays are coming up, right? This is the time to be a little bit more conservative. Top play for today right now: Amazon, Rivian, Square, and Meta. That is the top watch for today. So all the ones that have a red thing next to it. Let's take a look at SPY pre-market again. So it just pushed up again, 381.82. I'm going to set a little trend line here. If this can break when the market opens, can definitely take calls. BA I did not chart yet. Let's take a look at BA. I like this already. All right, this is what you want to see every time when you open a chart. All right, perfect little flag. Whoops. I like this a lot. If this level can break 166.66, keep an eye for a move up to the next level. All right, this resistance here, rejected once, twice, 3 times. And then again up here. I'll add this to the watch list. This looks good. All right, perfect high, tight flag. Looks very good. So keep an eye for this level to break out, 166.66. Blue. What questions does everyone have? Amazon's really my favorite setup. It's annoying that it's opening up above here. My morning voice. Hey, I appreciate it. Rivian kind of pulling back here a tad. It's kind of rejecting, right? This previous support acted as resistance. Kind of really went over everything. Square sitting in this range. Would love to see a breakdown below this level here. 62.46. Yeah, Amazon, I would like to see if this can break out to the upside and break that pre-market high, 92. This previous resistance, right? This triple top here. If everyone could please drop a like on the video, I would really appreciate it. So again, 5 minutes to market open. Elections are today. Definitely going to be a volatile price action. If there's one day to not trade, it's FOMC and elections, right? Things get very choppy. A lot of news gets dropped. So you know, definitely suggest sitting back and just watching from the sidelines. Right, as always, plan the trade, trade the plan. If there's no setup, do not trade. Right, do not trade the smaller time frames. If anything, open up to the 10-15 minute. Right, see if the setup's there on the higher time frame. Right, don't get caught up in the tiny little moves. Right, you don't want to get caught up in that. Right, the trades last longer when it's a 10 or 15 minute. Right, because you're using more data. Right, so trade that way. Things won't be you know, all over the place when you look at the time frame like this. Right, have an entry point, have a stop loss, and have a price target any single time. Okay, if anyone has any questions, obviously feel free to ask. Love to answer every single question. Three minutes to market open. I think square might be my favorite setup if the market pulls down. So definitely gonna keep an eye on square today. All right, everyone. Let's transition to the Discord. Go into voice chat. Looking forward to seeing you guys there.